In today's video, we're taking a look at the Citizen Promaster Fujitsubo Super Titanium, the black version of this watch. I used to have the blue version of this watch, but I sold it and I really missed it, and I bought this black one back when I saw an opportunity on the used market. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the unboxing experience, going to go through the dimensions and specifications, and ultimately answer the question whether or not this watch is for you and why I bought this watch back. I think I've already shown you guys the unboxing of the blue version of the watch, but just in case you haven't seen that video, here is the ultra big box with the oxygen tank, with a map of Australia, with a Promaster logo where they found that the fabled barnacle encrusted Fujitsubo original Citizen Challenge diver. I'm pretty sure you already heard the story if you add my video researching this watch, so I won't repeat the same story. And then you have the watch inside of this very nice oxygen tank right here that you can display somewhere in your house. In terms of dimensions, we have a 41mm case, about 48mm in terms of the lug-to-lug distance, 12mm in terms of thickness, and a 20mm lug width. The watch is powered by the Citizen 9051 automatic movement, rated at plus 20 to minus 10 seconds per day, 42 hours of power reserve, and a very decent magnetic resistance. The watch is also made in Citizen's proprietary Super Titanium with a Duratec coating to prevent scratches onto the watch. The total weight of the watch with the strap, it's only 73 grams, so it is super light for a 200-meter dive watch. On my 17-centimeter wrist, the watch fits like a glove. It's super comfortable. It is super light. It feels like I'm not wearing anything at all, and it doesn't wobble around at all because of how light it is and how tight and snug this rubber strap is on my wrist without it being like overly tight on my wrist. So it's a very nice, feeling watch. The titanium feels very well too. It's like hypoallergenic and everything. Another thing that I really like is that the case back is completely bare, so it's super comfortable. Oftentimes, with Seiko dive watches, there will be like those wave patterns on the case back, which looks good, but in practice, it kind of digs into the back of the wrist, making it uncomfortable. This completely sterile case back makes it super comfortable on the wrist. And this rubber strap too is very comfortable. The only thing that is not as comfortable is that the keepers are a little bit stiff, so they kind of dig into my wrist. So I put like softer keepers that I had from another rubber strap onto this strap itself. It also comes with a titanium buckle, so it's very comfortable. It also flares out from 20mm all the way to, I believe, 22, and then tapers down to 18 at the clasp, and it's just super comfortable. I tried it on other rubber straps, and I just didn't find it worth it to change it off the default strap that it came with because how comfortable it is and how good it looks, with the flare out right here at the lugs. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I used to have the blue version of this watch, but I sold it because the bracelet just felt too big for my 17-centimeter wrist. Because of the male end links just made the watch extra long, and also the clasp was too big and wasn't super comfortable in terms of its bracelet. But whenever I put that blue one on a rubber strap, it just felt super nice and comfortable on the wrist. And I kind of missed that super light feeling of the Super Titanium on my wrist. And that's why when I saw this watch being sold, like on a local forum, I decided to snatch it up and buy this watch again. And I really, really, really like it. The lume is also very nice. I'm going to show you guys right here. As you can see, the lume is very nice. I like the 4 hertz sweep right here, which is better than, the Seiko sweep that you see from typical Seiko divers. The Super Titanium, it feels amazing on the wrist, like I said before. And I just think that Citizen offers you a lot of value for what you pay for it. Definitely do not pay retail for this. You can usually get this like 30% off at any authorized dealer, or you can buy it like more than half price off on the secondary market. Now, some common criticisms that I heard from other watch reviewers of this watch is that the bezel feels kind of mushy, but I come to appreciate how quiet the bezel is, because I do like to play with the bezel whenever I have nothing to do. And when I have like a watch that has a very clicky bezel that is very loud, like this one, for example, I'm gonna end up annoying everybody around me, like this one right here. If I was to play with this, everybody will be like, what the hell are you doing? Whereas for this one, it's very quiet and subdued. Nobody's gonna, know that I'm playing with it. And also I do have a certain tactile feel with this. So I do appreciate this silent, not super clicky in terms of noise bezel. that the watch comes with. Some people also criticize the crown from being too small. I personally don't really mind it at all. There's no problem operating this crown because there are no crown guards. You know, like unscrewing it, screwing it, and screwing it back has no problems. If you're not sure about how to screw back in the screw back crown, every single time, what you got to do is you press down and then you go counterclockwise until you hear a click, and then you can screw it in and you'll get it right every single time. So there's no problem at all with the operability of this watch. Even though I think a bigger crown will look good on this watch, it doesn't really bother me that much at all. One thing that I wish that this watch aesthetically has is that I wish that the bezel comes with the same finishing as the rest of the case. The rest of the case is finished in this gray, gunmetal gray titanium, whereas I think for the bezel, it's probably aluminum or steel. I know that the bezel insert is aluminum, but I don't know about the whole bezel in terms of what material it is. The contrasting of the polish between the brushed titanium is not, you know, not the best. I wish that the bezel also came with this finish, although from day-to-day use, it doesn't really bother me because most of the time I'm looking at the watch, it's like this and not, you know, like this. Another little nitpick that I have about this watch is that I wish the hands were a little bit longer in order to touch the indices, whereas as you can see right here, the second hand and the minute hand don't quite touch, you know, the indices or the lines for the minutes that you see on the dial. That's just a little minor nitpick of mine. It doesn't really bother me at all in terms of everyday use, but if it touched it, it will look a little bit better in my personal opinion. I do like the skeletonized Mercedes hand that you have on this watch. It really gives it a vintage charm to it. This is a reissue of an old vintage Citizen watch after all. The 20mm lug just makes it super easy to swap straps in and out. I decided to keep it on the original strap because it just feels super comfortable, and also I like the fact that it flares out right here from 20 to 22 and just looks very good overall. Like I said before, the keepers are a little bit hard, so they kind of dig into my wrist, so I decided to switch it for these softer keepers from another strap that I have. But other than that, I really do not have any complaints about this watch. The titanium is the biggest selling point of this watch. You know, you really have to hold it in your hand in order to feel how light it is. You know, 73 grams, it's like super light compared to any steel watch that you'll get out there. The problem with a 200 meter or 300 meter steel dive watch is that the watch head is going to be a little bit heavy and top heavy whenever you wear it on a rubber strap. So if it's not tight to your wrist, it's going to bobble around. Whereas for this titanium one being so light on the wrist, it really doesn't bobble around. You kind of don't even feel that the watch is there, ironically, which is a nice feeling to have. I know some people like to feel the weight of their watches. This watch is definitely not for you, but if you want something that is super comfortable, that looks great, classic, you know, black diver look, and that is also has this nice vintage charm, I think the Citizen Promaster Super Titanium Fujitsubo NB6021, it's the watch for you. So I hope you enjoyed my short little video about this Citizen Promaster Super Titanium NB6021 Fujitsubo Challenge Diver reissue. If you have any questions regarding this watch, do not hesitate to ask down in the comment section below. If you like this type of content, do not hesitate to click that subscribe button for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.